cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. The Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense will get the ball first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And wings it incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Baylor's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And, Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Got his man on the outside. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Good timing on the quick out. Open space at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Washington. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Midfield, he's got room. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. We played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they were really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Bringing the heat. The sure hands, it's Caldwell. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. On the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Grabs it in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
Gives it on the option. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Now, Cincinnati.
The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Caught in the backfield, it's Royer. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real...
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
They'll go up top on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Allen. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Bearcats are in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Jennings. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. The Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Bears! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Power football with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
The toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they go with the toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
The Bearcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The screen, he can go. Across the 25, he's got room. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to pound it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Black 24. Black 24. Here we go.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, once upon a time, North Carolina, Virginia was as big as it gets in college football. It is the South's oldest rivalry, and it's now a final. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Makes the catch, it's Hawkins. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bears are rolling down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Card in the backfield. It's Washington. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. 4th quarter, down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's what he'd like to have back.
Takes a handoff. It's Pryor. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job on 1st down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Bears want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Here comes the option. Breaks the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And what a big spot, a big field goal, and he just misses the opportunity to tie this football game. That was needed, 4th quarter. That was a big-time kick. That one might come back to bite him.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll pull it down. Gets the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After run, now throw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And that's incomplete, a defender all over him. knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. We'll see if this defense can come up clutch.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Back to throw, it's Robertson. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Looking to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And I'm curious if that shot right there to the end zone was the offense's way of being aggressive. And now they take the field goal because a field goal ties this thing up. Big decision for this offense upcoming. Do I take the field goal, the guaranteed tie, or do I keep the gas pedal to the floor and be aggressive?
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Bears get the first swing here in overtime. Looking for room. It's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. He's got it. Touchdown, Baylor! They strike first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
29 Philly, 2-0.
Trying to get the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime.
Cincinnati.
One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Rolling right and going deep. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready?
1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone.
Here we go.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interesting.
Touchdown, Bearcats! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
How about that? The second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
He got it! The aggressive call pays off and wins the game in overtime.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a 2-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.